And we're live.
Fantastic. So welcome. We're doing something a little bit different this weekend. We have made a recent crazy purchase of a new camper.
Well, not new.
Well, new to us, but by no means new in age.
Yeah, it wouldn't even start this morning.
Wouldn't even start this morning. So this is how old is it? 22 years?
22 years old.
22 years old.
Lots of new parts, little rust. But anyway, we'll talk about that in maybe, if anybody cares, we'll talk about that in a different sort of
different video all about the new camper.
We came up here to do Monroe and a top. Well, possibly two Monroes.
Two Monroes and a top,
but
potentially.
The weather's a bit.
But yeah, we're not. So we are in just outside the village of Kincraig, which is between just before Aviemore, and we're at the Dalradi campsite, which is actually quite lovely. We're having a fantastic lazy morning.
You'll see a pattern here
in the trees. Yeah. Well, you know, we were all geared up for the hill, but then it was just when we got up here, we were
wet and cold and snowy, and it's going to be very windy.
Very windy. The wind has dropped, to be fair. Like, we probably would have been okay, but the temperatures were showing as feels like -10. So we decided just to give that one a bit of a bypass today. This
week, anyway. I think on a different week we might have gone for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're going to walk into Aviemore on part of
the Badenoch Way.
The Badenoch Way.
So we're very excited to explore this because our plan for Christmas is to do the Dava Way, and we'll extend that down to Aviemore, probably on the Badenoch or the Speyside Way. So we're very, very excited to kind of explore that path and see what it's like. Now, we have been on around these parts.
Yeah, we've done the East Highland Way.
So that dips in and out of the Badenoch and the Speyside Way on various parts of it along this way. So we've not walked this actual part, but we're excited to see what it looks like.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right, dog is ready to go. Right, Storm? Okay, she's tied up. She's annoyed that she's tied up, but we're just gonna get going,
and we'll chat to you along the way.
Yeah, excellent. So we've just come from the campsite, and you pass under a railway bridge, and you come here, and there's the sign, and it says Aviemore is to the left.
And it's on the Speyside Way, not the Badenoch Way, but we were just discussing the fact that these two trails overlap in quite a lot of places. So when you look in on the OS map at this point, it's calling it the Badenoch Way, but the signs are calling it the Speyside Way. So we're 2 3/4 miles from Kincraig, the wee village along the way, and that's the one the East Highland Way goes through.
Yeah.
And then Aviemore 3 1/4 that way.
All right, 3 1/4 miles. It's not going to be a big day. It's not going to be a big video, but it's actually quite nice. It's chilly, but it's nice.
A nice autumnal.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've done just a walk. Yeah. Yeah, we've just been focusing on hills and things the last couple of years. All right, let's get cracking. Is that not what you were looking for? We're going to get a shot of the dog peeing. Come on. Come on. Good girl. Did I stop too soon?
So I think this more or less follows the railway line all the way.
Yeah, when we did the East Highland Way, we weren't on this particular piece of trail.
No.
but we were literally just over there, probably 500 meters.
Well, no,
that way.
except we came through.
Oh, we went to Kincraig,
we
yes.
came round that way because we came down past Feshy Bridge.
Feshy Bridge, which is a lovely wee place, by the way. Beautiful wee road.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Yeah. Fiona had the biggest blister you've ever seen. It was,
That was
actually,
like the entire ball of my foot.
I was just about to say, it was actually bigger than you.
But I think that was on both feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we were walking with a big blister.
It was like new socks that I'd never worn before. Really hot summer day. And they were merino socks. That's what I wear all the time. But just a different brand. And that did not end well.
No, we
But what did we do that day? We did about 17 miles that day.
did 17 miles. We got as far as... we got into Newtonmore. So we got as far as
we
Newtonmore.
got to Canusie first, and we stopped there for something
Something
to eat and drink, and then we got to Newtonmore, and I couldn't go any further.
No.
Yeah.
We stopped outside a chemist and we're buying all the blister plasters and painkillers and you name it. And then we just went to there's a hotel just down the street, so we just went in and stayed the night there. But
Yeah, because our plan had been to go up and camp in the hills.
we had all our gear
but
with us.
I couldn't do it. My feet were too sore.
Yeah.
Like it was the world's biggest blister. It was like between my toes and everything. It was massive, and it took about 3 weeks to heal, didn't it?
Oh, at least. Yeah.
Because we just kept going. The next day I was close to not.
Miss Hardcore kept going and kept going, and we completed it.
What, in 4 days?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. We
But
packed in some pretty big miles on that one.
so I just wanted to point out, here's another sign, and it is still 3 1/4 miles to Aviemore.
Yeah,
How many signs will we
that
see
is
this
actually
season?
a very good point to make about these trails, and that was something we complained about a lot on the East Highland Way. It was like you would walk half a mile and then you still had the same distance
On the sign.
on the next sign, or sometimes I think we even found a mile we'd gone and it was still saying the same thing. It was like never ending that day.
So don't take those signs as
Don't
gospel.
take them for granted.
Yeah.
Well, I was actually surprised that it was only 3 1/4 miles because I thought it was going to be further. So we'll sort of tally up at the end of this and see if it has in fact been accurate.
Ooh, good call.
Yeah.
All right. Guess we better get cracking and stop nattering. Let's go. Hey Storm, where'd your stick go? Where'd your stick? Come on, get your stick.
Hey, where's your stick? Did it go?
Where's your stick? That's not your stick. Where's your stick? There's your stick. Okay. Stick's not good enough for her anymore. So what was it you were just saying?
I was just saying that now. Oh,
There's a stick.
there's a stick. Now that we can feel the wind, the Arctic icy blast, I'm glad we stayed low.
Yeah, we're getting the odd blustery bit, and it's
Yeah, a
good today.
lot of this is very sheltered, and it's like, why didn't we go up today? But then when you catch that wind, it's like, yeah, that's why.
And we just keep going. It's a really lovely path. Get the legs swinging. Okay, guess we'll catch up with you shortly. Right, so there we go. Just walking along. Beautiful weather. And then we look up to our right. And as you can see, back in the centre of the picture is a very large pointy thing. So we just looked it up. It's the Duke of
Gordon's Monument, which is saying is on top of Lady Hill in Elgin, but we're not actually in Elgin at all. So maybe it's a different.
It is called Duke of Gordon's Monument. We
On
see
the
it
map.
map.
But I wonder if there's maybe more than one.
Maybe we'll come back that way. Anyway,
Yeah, no, that actually shows it in Elgin, so that's not... There it is, found it. So there's the Waterloo Cairn and there's the Duke of Gordon's Monument, which has got a wee walk description on Walk Highlands. So, and actually going from the Dalradi Holiday Park, which is where we have set off from this morning, so that's a definite nice wee loop you could do if you would want to. There's the pillar.
Very nice.
There.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't need to watch us being on our phones.
That's right. So we could come back that way. That's certainly.
Maybe we'll come back that way. It looks quite interesting. It's certainly a decent viewpoint. But look at this weather.
It's beautiful.
As I said though earlier, as we said earlier, every so often we get a big woof of wind, and it's like, ooh, that's chilly. So. Yeah, this might be another one of those days where it's not as forecast.
It's not as forecast, but you know, whatever. Still could be further up.
Might be rough further up, yeah.
At a higher altitude, but it's going to be a nice chill out day for us instead.
Look at that. Okay. Okay. Here we are. Underneath the railway again, but I believe we go this way. 2.25 miles. So according to the signs, we've walked a mile. According to my watch, we've walked 1.5 miles. Anyway.
So there we go.
Let's get cracking. So it's one of those walks where every time I put the camera away, we come out to another wee bit that looks lovely. So maybe we'll just show you everything. Anyway, there you are, look at that beautiful big railway bridge with a lovely wee burn running underneath. And look, we've got a lovely wooden bridge. So as much as I make fun of the silly mileage on the signposts, a lot of work goes into maintaining these trails. This is fabulous.
This is the reason that we're so slow, because we keep stopping to go, oh look at this is so lovely.
Yeah, that's the reason. Yeah, it's nothing to do with the fact that we are both just slow.
We just stop a lot. We stop a lot.
We don't care though. We don't care that we're slow.
No, it's very funny actually when we are on a long distance hike. The first day seems to take us forever because we're stopping all the time.
All the time.
And then once we get the first day out of the way, we sort of speed up a little bit.
Yeah.
On the subsequent days, but.
Well, I would say normally we hit full speed about
day 3 or 4.
Day 3, yeah. And then we're going quite a good clip when we do the long distance stuff. But yeah, we got 3 days to get up there, so today will just be a lovely donder.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look, beautiful sun, beautiful trees. Another lovely day in the Cairngorms. Coming out to another road, or railway line or something. It's a road. Wonder where we go now. What I don't know is, are we currently on the Speyside or the Badenoch Way?
Well, the signs say
Speyside.
Yes, let's see what this one says.
Let's go see what mileage it says.
That's the funny thing.
Okay.
1.5 miles.
So there's 1.5 miles to go. We've done 2.3. So that's not entirely accurate, but not horrifically off.
Yeah.
So this is somebody's driveway to their house. Probably a farm as well over there. How lovely.
There's a building over there.
It'd be so nice to live here. I mean, look at this. On days like this. Storm, do you want to open the gate? Come on.
I think one of the lovely things about doing this at this time of year is you get a lovely view of the hills because the trees are bare in the main.
Yeah.
In the summer you wouldn't see very much because there'd be too much of a green canopy. And I think when we did the East Highland Way, it was in August. Was it not August? Was it July?
July. Yeah, it was middle of summer.
And And we were a bit fed up at not being able to see things. There's a lot of walking through woods, which is lovely.
Yeah.
But when you're doing long days through woods, it's hard when you don't have much of a view of the hills. That's what we really like.
Yeah, day one was through scenery like this, but yes.
Beautiful.
All full of trees, all full of trees, obviously, but they're all full of leaves, so we actually didn't see much the first day.
So we're seeing all the lovely little lochans along the way, we're seeing the hills, because the trees are bare. It makes for a much nicer experience.
It really does. Quite lovely. Well, we won't bore you anymore. We'll get back to walking. We have determined that 1.25 miles is about 1/4 mile after the 1.5 miles that we just saw. So
at this point the signs are accurate.
at this point, well, they're accurate to each other.
They're accurate to each other,
So,
yes.
but anyway, I mean, this is lovely. I mean, we've got a bit of noise from the A9 there now, which is a bit sad, but
But look at the view over to the hills. Of course, you can see that the weather up there isn't so great.
so the hill we were going to do is down that way, isn't it? And
Yeah, it's further along that way.
but definitely over
Glenfinchie.
there is a bank of weather, and over here, just starting to come above us, is a bank of weather. So we might be in the middle in this lovely sunny bit that could quickly turn.
It could quickly, but we've got everything we need, so
Everything
we're all
we need.
right.
Everything
we're
we
all
need.
right.
All right. Storm is quite enjoying this. All the smells, rabbits.
Oh, she's loving the smells round
Yeah.
here, definitely.
Okay. We'll just check in with you later. Look at those hills. Don't know if you can see that over there, but there is snow on top, and it's dark over there.
Dark and brooding.
Dark and brooding.
Yeah.
Beautiful though. My lord, we're just
And what are we looking at?
hills.
Yeah.
So that one there is a mountain, and so is that one. In fact, all of these are mountains. It's lovely.
That's good, but which mountains in particular are
All
we
right,
looking at?
I have no idea.
Things.
Dogs tangling us up. There we go.
Let's see if we can figure it out, shall we? Is that not the Cairngorm?
No. Cairngorm is up over the other side, over there somewhere. You can't see the Cairngorm from this side. That one over there with the cloud on it, what could that be? Where are we? Just south of Aviemore. Oh, maybe that is the Cairngorm.
Yeah, well, because I
Let's
think,
get a
would
map
that
out.
not be Ben McDewey with the cloud?
I don't know if we'd see much of Ben McDewey because the Larrigru's in the way, so I was thinking the Devil's Point one.
We definitely wouldn't.
Point
as
your
in-
phone at the
Yep.
at the mountain, and Queen's Forests, Glenmore. Oh, maybe it is.
Cairngorm, yeah.
The Cairngorm's
So-
over here somewhere, so Cairngorm's just slightly to the right.
Breiriach should be just
Over there
that side.
somewhere. So I'm not sure
So yeah,
what it is.
not Ben McDewey that we're seeing from here.
That
Well,
may
hang
be
on a second.
Melavuri. But no, Melavuri's not that. Rumpity bumpity.
Hang on.
No, point your phone.
Excuse me.
Look at that. We're all about using technology today. No paper maps. Storm is itching to go.
I was just thinking, because that looked like Mealavichel over there, you see. That's why I was kind of trying to figure it out.
It does a
but
little, but I think it's too close.
maybe it's too close, yeah. We'll figure it out a bit better as we get closer.
Maybe we'll actually figure it out and put labels on the video, so you might know already what they are, unlike us. But we just bumped into somebody cycling the same way that we are, going the opposite direction, and we were just commenting how lovely the weather was, and she did the same thing. She had all these high-level plans to go into the mountains, looked at the forecast, and decided to stay low, and was stunned with how lovely it was this morning. But there is weather up there.
There is definitely weather up there.
and it's probably a bit windy and rubbish. So anyway, it's just lovely down here. For now, we do have dark clouds. We'll see where we end up. Okay, so Fiona's figured it out.
So we've got...
That is the Cairngorm. You can actually see the monorail and the Ptarmigan restaurant. So that is that's a clear indication that's a Cairngorm.
Now that we've got a slightly better bit of light hitting it. So in front of the Cairngorm, we've got Castle Hill and Crag of Halliman, and then we've got Lurcher's Crag, which marks the start of the Larrig Gree on one side, and the other side of that we've got Shron na Larrig, with that leads up to Breiriach.
So yeah, this is quite lovely. So Bunyak Moor is actually over behind these guys. It's
over behind that, yeah. So that will be Meala Buchel, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right. That will be Mel and Buchel, Mel Nan Buchel.
Mel Buchel.
Buchel. There we go, Mel Buchel. So yeah, now while we were standing there with a map, sort of trying to figure it out, Fiona said, "Hey, isn't that the monorail?" And I'm staring without my glasses because I left them back there. And I'm like, "Yes, you can now see the Ptarmigan restaurant. Are you trying to kill the dog?"
Trying to kill the dog.
Oh dear.
Yes, but you'll notice how easily he dismisses what I say when he can't even see what I'm looking at.
I have to be honest. I've been so turned around today. I haven't known which way is north and which way we're going. I've been all turned around. But this is lovely. But you might have noticed the sun has just disappeared while we were standing there staring at the map and staring at the hills.
Yeah, and the temperature has actually dropped
significantly.
Well, because the sun has been covered over by cloud.
Yeah, but it is still lovely.
It's very beautiful.
And yeah, we'll just crack on, and maybe there's a wee coffee or hot chocolate in Aviemore, and then we'll head back. Right. It's funny, now that you see them, now that you've identified all the points, it's so obvious what those hills are. Yeah, when we came around the corner, it's like, oh, not sure. That's funny. Fabulous. Once again, Fiona was right. Write that down. Apparently 3/4 of a mile to go. Okay. Hopefully the only road crossing.
I'm not running across any roads, thank you very much.
Wait, Storm. Okay, that's us just getting to Aviemore, and the rain's on. And it has the feeling that it's not going to stop.
Yeah, I think we're walking into a ginormous cloud.
Yeah. All right. We'll check in later. That's us just leaving Aviemore. We just wandered about, had a sandwich, our own sandwiches. We didn't even buy a hot chocolate.
Because we were all geared up for a hill today.
We were all geared up for a hill. So, and the weather came in and it got very cold and wet.
Very quickly.
Very quickly.
And it was
windy.
Quite cold, very icy.
And now it's sunny again. Anyway, we're heading back. And if there's anything interesting, we'll jump on again. Our luck ran out, it's raining, and we're almost back. But what a lovely walk. Not long, not difficult. You could do it with a pram.
Most of it.
Most of it. Yeah, highly recommend it.
Pardon?
Highly recommend it.
Very pretty. very good.
Yeah. Hey.